Hello and welcome to episode 10 of World Tour on Football Manager 2021, the series where we try and win the league in every single country available when you first start the game. And we are in our first country still of India with Chennai City. And I'm just going to start today's episode by going through the training course, the coaching course that I've just been on. So I am now studying for my Continental B license. I achieved my Continental C license, and that has increased my reputation up to 1.5 star, which is going to help us get better jobs in the other countries that we get to when we eventually get to them. But since last episode, where we continued our drawing run by drawing 2-2 with TRAU and then beat Indian Arrows 2-0, we've played 4 games offline and we have lost our first game of the season. But the first game that we did play offline was against Izol, and we managed to win that one 1-0. Lijo Francis getting the one and only goal in that game. We then followed that up with our defeat, a 1-0 defeat to Mohammed, and we were very unlucky. We bossed the game, but we couldn't get a goal in the end. Then we played Kashmir. We drew 1-1 with them, Raju with our goal, and then drew 1-1 again with Naraka. Seems to be the story of our season so far. A lot of 1-1s, but hopefully we can change all that as we play in today's episode against Churchill brothers, who are currently 4th, and Sudeva, who are still rock bottom of the league. So just looking at the league table, we are sitting in 3rd place on 18 points, only 3 points off top of the table, Punjab FC. So it's still all to play for, as it always was going to be. Sudeva, one of our opponents today, are rock bottom on 5 points. So they're 16 points off the top of the table. It's starting to look less likely that they could win the league now. So before we head into the game against Churchill brothers, this is our lineup for today's game. We've had a few injuries and it's shown in our performances. So we have Utpal Kumar playing in goal, as always. Naveen Sujathran is at right back. Maridasan and Felix Nixon return at centre back. They didn't play the last game. I believe they were both suspended for that game. So they're back in the team today. Francis Nganga is in at left back. In centre midfield, we have Surinder Shihab, who is playing in place of Shankar Ali, who is out injured. Varun Mather and Sriram Bhupathi are the other centre midfielders. Charles Anandraj is also injured. He's another one of our centre midfielders. In attacking right midfield, we have Lijo Francis, who missed a few games in the offline matches too. And then Sampath Raj is our left winger today because David Lionel Praveen is injured. Christian Saba is the lone man up front. So let's head into the game against Churchill brothers and let's hope we can get a win and push towards the top of the table yet again. Looking at Churchill brothers lineup, and there's only really one person that stands out as someone I remember from the previous encounters against them, and that's Alan Diori. I don't think he scored against us. I think he hit the post against us in one of our previous matches. So one to watch there. But we're going to do a no-gesture team talk and say we should be winning this one fairly comfortably. Play your own game and you'll win. And Sampath Raj was already looking motivated, but nobody has changed how they're feeling based off my team talk. Sandeep Singh has asked us about Kashmir FC, I think. Kashmir FC manager Santosh Kashyap has taken the perhaps bold step of placing. I don't care. I don't care who's part of the transfer list. It's not for me to say. You're 6th in the form table after a poor recent run. Can you turn things around? We need to find some form quickly. This is a good chance for us to do so. Too many draws this season. Do we have a plan to stop Narayan Das? He's a fine player, but I've got fine players too. Some people have reacted to the news of Shihab being included in the starting 11 with surprise, claiming he's not good enough. What do you have to say in response? Well, we don't really have any other options because everyone else is injured. But it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. It matters what I think. And Surinder ultimately has to prove himself in the face. No, I don't want to say that. I think he's more than good enough. And if you don't believe me, watch the next 90 minutes. There we go. So there's the teams coming out in a quite empty home stadium for us today. But let's hope that the fans that are here can see a winning performance for us. So Bhupathi has it for us in the centre of the field, just inside our own half. Maria Dassam with a long ball forward towards Saba, who brings it down nicely and plays that back to Mather, who plays it forward to Saba again. And Saba is through, but it's a great save from their goalkeeper. It was a nice build-up play there between Saba and Mather. And we have a corner which Nganga is going to take. And that's headed away by Costa. Is Nganga going to get the ball in the box again? No, he's not going to get a chance to. So there's the halftime whistle, 0-0. We have been dominating this game. We've had 6 shots, only 1 on target, but it's 6 more shots than Churchill brothers have had. And I'm not going to say what my assistant's recommending. I'm going to say unlucky. Things just haven't gone right for us so far. Oh, I should have listened to my assistant. Don't try and do a job that the assistant does so well, Andrew. Come on. In terms of rating, there's no one really that's looking extremely poor. There's a lot of 6.6s, 6.7s out there. I think I'm going to keep it the same for the start of the second half. We'll see how we go. Churchill brothers have a throw in deep in their own half. Singh takes it. It's cleared, but straight into the path of Sampath Raj, who has a chance now to come forward for us. It's Bhupathi, through to Raj again. Raj has won him over the goalkeeper. It's Raj! He scored. Sampath Raj, the replacement for the injured David Praveen. He does a cartwheel to celebrate as well. And it's 1-0 after 1 minute of the second half. It didn't matter that we've had a poor team talk at half time. They've still come out and showed me what they can do. Sampath Raj just found himself in tons of space and smashes that to the goalkeeper's left-hand side into the bottom corner of the goal for his 3rd goal of the season and to make it 1-0. Throw-in for Churchill brothers in our half, but Francis intercepts that. It seemed like that was just thrown straight at him. Now it's Saba with the ball. He's not got much support. He can play it back to Mather though, and Mather plays a ball towards Francis, but that's intercepted easily by Das, and the ball's been played forward. Now it's Alan Deary. He plays it through to Rafik. It could be an equaliser for Churchill brothers. That somehow was saved by Kumar. I thought he just skied that over the bar. It was actually a great save as the ball comes in from the corner and Kumar comes to collect like a boss. I'm going to make a change now. I'm going to make a change in the centre of midfield. We're going to bring Aaron Rodriguez, one of our youngsters, on for Varun Mather in the advanced playmaker role. And I think we'll leave it like that for now. I am keeping an eye on a few of the players that are looking a bit low down in the condition bar, but got 19 minutes left. We've still got a little bit of time to see how they get on. If anyone goes in the red, I'll probably take them off. Free kick for Churchill brothers. Das takes it towards Costa, but Bhupathi heads it away nicely. And now this could be a counter-attack. There's an invisible man. There's 2 invisible men. There's a few invisible men on the field. We'll concentrate where the ball is. And Francis has ran the entire length of the pitch. It's a good tackle from Churchill brothers defender Singh, but Francis still has it. Chance to get it in the box maybe. Instead, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. There's more invisible men now, and they're for our team. So it's Rodriguez who's in the invisible kit today, wearing this invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. Francis plays it to Saba, back to Francis, finds Raj, Saba back to Raj. Raj from the same position as before. Raj has scored. He's wearing an invisibility cloak. That's how they didn't see him. He just ran through there, and somehow the ball magically went into the back of the net. The fans wouldn't have seen anything other than the ball moving by itself. Brilliant build-up play. Francis played it to Raj, back to Saba, and then a nice little through ball to the invisible man for a goal. And I'm feeling pretty comfortable in making a change now. Bhupathi's looking complacent, so we might take him off, but we're definitely going to take Francis off. Raju's going to come on at right wing, and we don't have anyone to replace Bhupathi, so we're going to have to keep him on. Could this be a game for the Prince to get a goal? Let's try it. So the Prince is going to come on for Saba in the final substitution as well. Corner for Churchill brothers. Das plays it in. Kumar punches it away, but it's fallen to Kumar for Churchill brothers now. He plays it all the way back to Singh. Plays the ball back into the box. Mari Dasan heads it away. Shihab heads it further. Raju, I think that was Raju. Not sure. He didn't bother chasing it anyway, but Singh has it at the back for Churchill brothers now. He launches that forward. Hang Singh, he was a danger man from last time. I remember that now. Plays it through to Deary. It's straight at the keeper, and he keeps his clean sheet intact. So there's the full-time whistle. Look at the fans. They're so happy there. The few of them that are in this bit here. 2-0. Great victory. I'm very happy with that. Very pleased with the result and performance. Let's see where that puts us in the league table. That moves us up to second, level on points with Punjab. I am pleased with that, yes. Am I pleased with the way Maria Dasan played? He was faultless. Beautiful. So there we go. We've played a game in hand over Punjab FC and TRAU, but we are level on points with Punjab. You never know what might happen in their game, whoever they're playing. But we will be back in a second with the game against Sudeva. So here we are for the match against Sudeva, and as we look at the league table, you can see Punjab FC have actually pulled out a 6-point lead at the top of the table. We, of course, have a game in hand, so we can reduce that down to 3 points. But if we win, it looks like it's going to turn into a 2-horse race between us and Punjab FC. But that's if we win. Of course, we play Sudeva today, who are still on 5 points after 11 games. And we have an injury that we need to discuss as well. It is quite an important one, an important player. Our number one goalkeeper, Utpal Kumar, has pulled his knee ligaments. He's out for another 1 to 6 days. Very unfortunate, but hopefully Prateek Kumar Singh is going to be able to step up in goal for him. He's not as good as Utpal Kumar. His handling especially not as good, but he did okay for us last season, so I've got everything crossed that he's going to be just fine today. And other than that, we are going to keep the same lineup as started the last game. We're going to outstretch our arms and say, I want you to pick up where you left off last time out. And 3 players seem motivated. Now, I think I'm going to stop recording the tunnel interviews because they seem to be very repetitive. If anything new or interesting happens, I'll be sure to let you know. But we'll just skip through to the match, I think. So here we go. The teams are out on the pitch. We are at an empty stadium, it appears. There's a smattering of fans at the top there, but very empty stadium in Sudeva. As Raj crosses it in and Saba has scored. 3 minutes in, Christian Saba is celebrating in front of 0 fans at that side of the stadium, but it doesn't matter because it's his 4th goal of the season and he's put Chennai City 1-0 up. It was Nganga with the throw, Sampath Raj with the crossing, and Saba, he wasn't even looking at the ball coming in, he just knew where it was going to be. It was almost like it was magnetically attracted to his foot and it went in the back of the net. As Nganga has another corner, it's towards Saba, but that's headed away this time. And Raj can't get there. It's nicked away by Singh instead. But I thought Raj had made a tackle there, but he hadn't. Aswani now with the ball at the back of the field. The back of the field? That's not the word. Start again. Ahmed plays a long ball forward, but that's intercepted by our right back Sujat Rana. Mario Dasan's got it. He can play it forward to Saba. It's headed away by Ahmed, but we still have possession with Bupathi, and he finds Raj, who has 1 assist already today on the left-hand side. Can he get another one? He instead passes that to Mather, who gets it back from Bupathi and plays it to Shihab. Back to Mather. Through to Saba. Can he turn and shoot? He tries, but there's a man in the way, and the ball comes to Mather again, and Bupathi plays it forward. Saba. Woof, I don't know what he was trying there. I think that was a volley on goal. I thought he was going to try and cross it in, return the favour perhaps for Sampath Raj, but he didn't. Shihab with the ball, plays it to Mather. Now it's Francis with a chance to shoot. It's just wide from Lijo Francis. Corner kick now, and Nganga takes it, pulls it back to Francis on the edge of the box. Francis shoots, and that's just over the top that time from him. He's getting closer. It's just a couple of sighters. Next one will be on target. But look at that number of shots that we've had. We've had 10 shots, 3 on target. He has another chance, and Nganga takes it. Ball at the back post. Is that a penalty? It is. Bupathi, I think, was fouled. No, it was Francis. Francis was shoved by their defender, and Bupathi is going to take this penalty. Chance to double our lead. Can he do it? You bet he can. Smashed in to the right-hand side of the goalkeeper, and Bupathi's running away to celebrate his 2nd goal of the season and our 2nd goal of this game. And it looks like we're going to run away with a victory today and get 3 points closer to Punjab FC at the top of the table. Brilliant penalty from Bupathi there. So half-time, it's 2-0. We've got an XG of 1.52, which is very high for us in comparison to other games that we've played. 13 shots, 4 on target. We're doing well, but I think it was Felix Nixon may have picked up a knock, but I'm going to outstretch my arms and say I'm delighted with the performance so far. Keep it up, and we'll have a look at the conditioning. So Felix Nixon's recovering from a knock. He was saying that he wants to come off, so I am going to do that, and we'll bring on Vijay Chetri, who is currently in the process of discussing a contract elsewhere. His contract is up in June, and I'm not going to keep him on, but we'll play him today. See how he does. You never know. He might win. He might play really well and win himself a contract. I doubt it, but he might. Other than that, I don't see any other changes to make just yet. Francis is looking a bit complacent, but he's one of our best players, so I'm not going to remove him from the game. And it's a goal kick for Sudeva, played down the centre of the field towards Khan, headed away by Nganga though. Raj is chasing that, but he's not going to get there first. Aswani gets there instead. And now it's Singh at the back for Sadeva. Long ball forward looking for his namesake. And his namesake's through on goal. And then his other namesake makes the same. Kumar Singh with a brilliant save there. And that goes out for a corner kick to Sadeva. What's his name? Pauliankum, I think was his name. Takes the corner, headed away by Bupati. And now Jackson with it. But that's the end of the highlight. Throw in for Sadeva, deep in our half. Jackson takes it, finds Singh. Now it's Khan. Looking for someone to pass to, plays it back to Ahmed. And now it's Singh, the last line of defence there. Long ball forward, headed away by Chetri, our substitute. Francis heads that back into the danger area, but thankfully there's no one around Sujatran who can clear that. But that's headed away by Ahmed, and he starts Sadeva attack once again. Singh with a long ball. That long ball is very dangerous. It's beating us every single time. But we were very lucky there. As we have another free kick, it's in Ganga. Back post, Francis is there. Is no foul there? No? Okay, cleared by the man with the name that's difficult to pronounce. But Shihab's picked it up and he's lost out. And this could be a chance for a goal for Sadeva. Singh advancing forward. We're getting men back in droves. He plays it back to Khan on the edge of the box. Khan shoots. That's just wide from Khan. Just over 10 minutes to go. We've got a bit of a cushion, 2 goals. So we're going to take this moment to rest a few key players. So Francis is going to come off for Pravito Raju. And then do we take Ronaldo or the Prince off? Or put them on, I should say. Not take them off. Sabas seems okay condition-wise. So I don't think that would be a worthwhile move to make. We are going to take off Sujatran at right back. Bring on Nikhil Raj. He's a left back, but it's the same position really. It's just a different side. And that's all 3 subs made for today. And we have about 8 minutes left. So hopefully we can hold on. There we have it. We did hold on. Full time, 2-0 victory. Very nice indeed. Outstretch the arms and say, well done, lads. That was a good win for us. And there we go. 3 points off top of the table to end today's episode with 2nd place in the league. Sadeva, bless them. They're getting further. They're not getting further and further away, but they're running out of games, I guess, to save themselves. There's confirmation of our £530. Very nice. It's what we like to see. And we'll just look ahead to the next episode, I think. The next episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. So it's going to be the very next game that we're going to do in the next episode against top of the table. Obviously, we're 2nd, they're top. Makes sense. So we're going to play the game against Punjab FC, but then we're going to play the game against TRAU in the same episode. So we're playing against current 1st in the league and current 3rd in the league with the description of what happened in the Real Kashmir game in between that. But that is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out. Hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.